High school basketball upper and lower state championships continuing tonight in Florence. South Carolina commit Joyce Edwards and defending champions Camden trying to get back to the 3A title game, taking on Darlington tonight in the lower state championship. And the future Gamecock wasting no time making her impact. Opening basket belonging to number 12 as she finishes through the foul. And she's going to complete the free throw. And then next possession, back at it with another and one here. She would score the game's first 6 points and finish with 34. But she was helping distribute the ball as well, especially to Braylon Mungo. Fast break, deep feed from Edwards to Mungo for the finish on the other side. The Bulldogs up big early, and Mungo, well, she's a deep threat as well. Here, Edwards again going to go inside, and then it's a nice feed out to the freshman who connects on the triple. Mungo finishing with 15 points as the defending 3A champions Camden headed back to the title game with a 71-35 win over Darlington. Our Matt Vereen was there in Florence and has more from your 3A lower state champions.
Just one game remains for Camden girls basketball in its mission to become the first girls program in school history to win back-to-back state titles. The Bulldogs handling Darlington today in the lower state 3A championship 71-35. Next up, the 3A state championship game Saturday in a rematch with Wren as the Bulldogs look to finish the job.
I'm just going to let them know the job's not done. We got one more game until we get to our end goal. So even though this win was a big win for us, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Nobody wants to go home being a lower state champion. We got to go and get the state ring.
It would mean everything to us. That's what they set out from the beginning. They wanted to be champions, and they've worked with that goal in mind, consistently. And so, we've got one more very difficult game ahead of us, but they're focused, and we're going to give it our very best.
It wasn't just the senior Gamecock commit shining, though, as freshman Braylon Mungo tallied 15 points as she has moved into that point guard spot due to injuries on the team and is coming up big for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, especially since our point guard got hurt, she's really stepping up and bringing up the ball. But I think she's handling it really well. But as expected of her, everybody knows she's a great athlete and a great basketball player, so it's expectation at this point.
Yeah, she's done a great job for us. Braylon is a freshman, but she's been with us since the 7th grade, so she's a third-year freshman. But she's doing what we knew she was capable of. We certainly missed Carter at the point, but Braylon has stepped up and done a really good job for us.
Camden, again, will look to become the first girls program in school history to complete back-to-back state titles as the Bulldogs face off with Wren 2 o'clock back here on Saturday. Reporting from Florence, Matt Vereen, Watch Fox Sports.
And it was a defensive battle in the boys 3A lower state championship game as Lower Richland looked to earn a spot in the title game facing Darlington as well. The Falcons, Keaton DeBose providing the biggest offensive spark in the opening half finish, plus the foul for Darlington as Lower Richland was down by 3 at halftime, just 16-13. Second half, offenses start to wake up a little bit. Antonio Adams with a huge steal and score on the other side, getting the Diamond Hornets within 1 with 20 seconds left in the third. But the Falcons respond at the buzzer. Khalil Green knocking down the 3 for Darlington to expand the gap again, entering the fourth. But in the final minutes of the game, Lower Richland finally pulls it even. Mario James, the huge steal right here, and quick finish on the other side to tie the game up at 27. We're headed to overtime in this game with the difference maker here on a missed free throw. And Darlington gets not 1, not 2, but 3 putback chances, and it finally drops to take the lead. Those offensive rebounds becoming huge. Just 2 seconds left for LR now, and the shot going to be no good. The Diamond Hornets fall 38-35 in overtime in a heartbreaking finish to a hard-fought defensive battle.
Oh, I'm extremely proud of them. Nobody anticipated us even winning the region or even getting this far, and we know it's the little mistakes that cost us tonight against a really good basketball team. Oh, it's been great because these kids right here, they started working hard in August, running cross country, lifting weights, and they gave it their all. I know they're hurt right now, and, this is a life lesson for a lot of them. The seniors, you saw them, they poured their heart out there. Hats off to those kids, they gave it their all. They did the absolute best, and, we just lost to a better team tonight.
A great season comes to an end for Lower Richland, and here is what tomorrow's schedule looks like in Florence. These are the final upper and lower state championship games before the state title games begin on Friday. At 2 and 4 will be the girls and boys upper state championship games. 2 p.m. Riverside against Westside, 4 p.m. Greer versus Riverside boys, and then in the evening tomorrow night it will be the Midlands teams that are competing to get to the state championship games in 4A. Ridgeview and HC Flora girls are going to battle at 6 o'clock, so we will have a Midlands team in the 4A girls state championship game. And then after that, the Ridgeview boys team at approximately 8 o'clock going to tip off against James Island as they try and book their spot in the 4A state championship game as well.